A few days ago, Aladino caught this beautiful salmon.
It's a 1.5 kilo fillet.
And then we sailed down this stunning inlet, surrounded by mountains. We saw a bear in the estuary. But now we've got a new mission ahead of us, to sail out of the inlet, against the wind, find a deserted beach, build a smoker, and smoke this salmon. That's a lot to fit into the day, so we better get started. We're on our way north. On board our Cape George Cutter 36 is my husband Aladino and myself, Maya. After a 5-year complete refit to our boat, we are finally out sailing, about to explore one of the most wild and beautiful coastlines on Earth. Join us for the Northern Voyage. Hello and welcome back. So after last week's episode where we sailed into Brem Bay, it was just so spectacular, sitting on the boat the whole time watching for grizzlies until one finally appeared. So this episode, the adventure only continues. We're going to be sailing out of Topa Inlet, where there's hopefully a good beach for us to build a smoker on the shore and smoke the beautiful salmon that Aladino caught a few days ago.
The wind flows into the inlet, which means we have to beat out of it. Not gonna lie, an inlet like this is tricky anchoring, but it's also often uncomfortable sleep, so we didn't sleep too well.
The weather has moved around us the whole time we've been anchored here. Sun, rain, clouds, it has all passed by. But the one constant has been the cloud on top of this mountain. Seemingly magnetically attached, it has hovered there, a gargoyle on a Gothic spire.
Do you know what the benefit is of the downside of tacking inefficiently up the channel?
Just say that one more time. The benefit of the downside.
The benefit of the downside. Well, it's inefficient to tack the way that we are.
Yeah.
One upside to it, you know what it is?
What?
It's that at every tack we'll encounter a waterfall. We're heading for one right now, and then there is one on that shoreline, and there is one further up.
Wow! That is actually pretty cool.
Right?
These narrow inlets are just spectacular channels, surrounded by massive mountains everywhere you look. And sailing down an inlet in the early summer is almost too easy. The inflow pushes you quickly downwind into the mountains while you're busy being entranced by the rock cliffs and waterfalls all around you. But leaving is the tricky part. The mountains want to hold you in their orbit, and the inflow now works against us. It will be a long day of tacking back and forth to get out. And we are really heeled over, but I really want to make a bread dough so that we can have bread tonight with the smoked salmon. So let's see if I can do this. bread dough, success. I'm quite proud of that. That was quite lean. The salmon that Aladino caught has been a real gift. Half of it fed us while we waited for grizzly bears in Brem Bay, and now the other half is going to be both dinner and the main activity this evening. Aladino and I have never built a fish smoker on the beach, but our friends Allison and James have, so we're really looking forward to learning from them.
So I brined the salmon. I did a mix of sugar and salt, about a 3-to-1 ratio. We'll see. I don't know any of this, so I'm experimenting here.
Our friends Allison and James on board Uinta smashed along with us, and we entertained ourselves with the scenery and trying to record it all. Yes, that's me, crouched behind the dinghy like a little goblin, trying to get a decent wind-free recording of sailing, which is actually very difficult. I did somewhat manage, though. This is absolutely stunning. I can't believe this is real life right now. Waterfalls! The magic of sailing is often said to be in the possibility of unobstructed horizons. Here, the horizons are completely obscured, but the grandeur of these islands and mountains offers something else. Instead of wandering off into the distance, the eye wanders up and up into the sky. This was fun. We tacked back and forth across the channel, nearly touching the shore before we swung the tiller around. The water is deep all the way to the cliffs here. When I learned to sail as a teenager, my sailing mentor taught me, don't tack until you can pick berries from the shore. Can you give us an update on the passage plan?
Yeah, well, no, that was some amazing tacking, but it still takes some time, and we would still have about 8 nautical miles to Francis Bay, which is totally doable, but we have big plans here of smoking a salmon, and that takes time too, so we're trying to prioritize that, which means we took the sails down. We're gonna check out if the lee of this island is any good, because that would make another spectacular place to make a fire and just get the salmon smoking.
This little island, barely more than a rock, is marked as Elizabeth Island on the chart. There is shown to be a relatively shallow ledge off the eastern side of it. It's definitely not an ideal anchorage, but the forecast for the night is calm, and if we keep tacking upwind, then we'll run out of time to smoke the salmon. Already, dinner will be very late. The salmon needs about 4 hours to smoke, and we still have to build the fire and the smoker. So we're motivated to make this anchorage work, even though it's not ideal. This place is really nice because there's nobody else around, and we can just smoke our fish in peace. Well, there's these guys that are fishing, but they'll be gone soon. Like, there's nobody else that's gonna come around here, and it's kind of cool. So James and Allison are gonna tie alongside us here. We have set our hook. We might not stay here overnight, so we didn't we're good for now, but it's supposed to be a really, really calm night anyway, so we'll see how things progress and just keep an eye on everything.
Some days the good things aren't easy to find, but if you're looking, you'll see plenty around. It's in the background and out in plain sight. Good things happen all the time. More than often, people will be kind, be good-hearted and help each other out.
We found ourselves on a tiny beach.
Make the headline. Good things happen all the time.
The anchorage is not excellent, and the beach is very small, and there are no trails or anything winding away from it. But for tonight, this beach will be our whole world, the boats bobbing gently within view. Talk about an entrance, you guys!
Hello!
Epic!
Wicked.
Yeah, we'll probably put like another one down here and then maybe a fourth one.
Yep.
Because then the idea is like when
and
we
I
put the salmon on it, then we'll tie the ones on the top from the other side between them.
Okay.
And that way it's kind of like meshed between the two sides.
I see.
Yeah.
this time.
We are obviously not the first people to smoke a salmon on this beautiful coastline. Salmon smoking is a technique that has long been used by the Indigenous people of Canada who have lived here for thousands of years. Smoking can be used as a delicious way to preserve a catch, but what we're doing here isn't really for preservation. It's more for flavor, as to truly dry out a salmon so that it keeps can take days.
And then it's good if we can go along together because then we can kind of keep tension on the whole fish.
Sounds good.
Why do you want to bring it around the other side? And maybe see if we can get it to hook onto the frame here somehow. I think the last time we did this was on Coronation Island up in Alaska.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Not stable.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Either that or maybe this one needs to go over the top of the log.
What about that? And now it's stabilizing.
Oh.
That's beautiful, you guys.
That is so
That's
nice.
amazing.
Well done.
Now we've got like 5 hours to kill.
You like build a little cage or something back here.
Yeah. Then the rest can just lay on top. You want
Lay by the fire.
Now that the smoker is built and the fire is simmering along, there's not much we have to do, so we entertain ourselves in all sorts of ways. Music, of course, and as an appetizer, Allison and James trapped several Dungeness crabs in Brem Bay, which is a sure way to keep busy for a while. I packed my audio recording setup with me, and I was so glad I did. We were out of earshot of any human noises other than passing planes. Birds, waves, and the crackling of the fire filled the still evening air. Hidden on this small beach as the salmon smoked, I found glimpses of childhood, a wondrous world filled with magic and spells and forts, summer days that seem never-ending. Only now there's no one to tell us to come inside, to go to bed. Now we hurtle free through the days and the nights, colliding head-on with bursts of magic. So we're just munching on crab, and we went back to the boat. I pulled this bread out of the oven. The dough that I made underway was a success, and I did not make a massive mess in the boat, despite Aladino's fears. So now we have fresh bread, and we've got our salmon smoking, and we feel like the richest people on earth. We feel so fortunate to be here. It is pretty spectacular.
Yeah, actually.
It is.
And this is so stunning. Thank you guys so much for teaching us how to smoke fish. Like, we were so excited about this. And I feel so...
Reasonably so.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
My gosh. Okay, so it's gonna be time for the first sample now.
Time to see. It's been 3 hours. A little on the low side, but yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, that's cooked. Maybe through. Wow.
Oh my god, that looks so good.
I think that's pretty cooked. What do you think?
That looks beautiful.
Oh my god.
That's so nice. Wow.
Incredible, right?
Perfection.
That's so good.
So good.
Hey, and it only takes 3 hours. I'd be surprised.
So you brined it with some salt and sugar beforehand, hey Dean?
Yeah. I did 2 cups brown sugar. Cups, not cups. Well, the cups that I used, which are 1/3 of a cup. 2/3 brown sugar, 1/3 salt. Could have been maybe more salt. I was just afraid of making it too salty. Delicious though. Wow, the cook on it. Perfect.
Delicious.
I think we can take it off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got it? Nice, I do. Wow, the skin is leathery. Maybe did I scaled it? I don't know. It's protection.
Everyone, congratulations on an extraordinary day. In all respects.
That's been amazing.
Thanks for sharing your skills with us and your food, and we're just we're very, very grateful to be sailing with you guys.
Likewise. Thanks for making it more fun.
Huge thank you, everyone, for being here. We are so thrilled to be making these episodes. We feel so fortunate to be sailing in this place, to be sailing at all after a really long refit, and we finally made it. And we made it thanks to you. We made it thanks to the audience who has followed along and encouraged us, motivated us, supported us as we slogged through the refit and are finally now really enjoying the rewards of that. So thank you for being here. We are so proud to be 100% audience funded, which means we don't have to interrupt our programs to bring you ads for whatever we're advertising for. We're just really glad to not have to be able to do that, and that is directly because of Patreon. Patron is what keeps this all going, and you can join to become a patron for as little as $2 a month. It is completely up to you how you decide to donate, but in return, we post real-time updates on Patreon every week. So if you'd like to know what's going on in real time, then that's where to find out. As always, a huge thank you to the names that are appearing on screen right now for going above and beyond to make sure that these episodes keep being produced. As always, we will see you next Friday. The sailing adventure just keeps getting better and better.